Hey guys, and we're back. I'm trying to remember where I left off last night. Give me 1 second. Oh yes, now I remember. We're going to carry on with side quests, weren't we? I think I'm going to do that side quest. That's at the camp. Soon I think I'll be doing. I think what I'll do after I've done all the side quests, I'm going to do Morrigan's quest and go to Plymouth. So let's talk to Levi Dryden. Whatever his name is.
You're a hard woman to find. Where are my manners? The name is Levi Dryden. Did Duncan ever mention me? Levi of the coins? Levi the trader?
You know Duncan?
Oh yes, for years. Considered him a friend, I did. But here I am carrying on while you have a blight to stop. Don't want to waste your time. But you see, Duncan promised that together we'd look into something important for the Wardens. And for me. But poor Duncan's... well, no more. A tragedy it is, at that. But I know he would want his work carried on. His pledge fulfilled.
What promise did Duncan make to you?
Well, as you know, my family's name is mud around noble circles. My great-great-grandmother, Sophia Dryden, was the last Warden commander of Ferelden back when the Wardens were known as freeloaders. So King Arland banished the Wardens, and he took House Dryden's land and titles.
What happens next?
Hard to say. After King Arland died, there was a civil war, loads worse than this one. And our family was on the run, hunted by enemies, with nary a friend in the world. But Drydens are tough. We rebuilt, became merchants, and we never lost our pride.
That's good. So what favour did you ask of Duncan?
I asked for the truth. My family reveres Sophia Dryden. We know she died at the old Grey Warden base, Soldier's Peak. We want evidence to clear her name. It won't restore our land or our titles, but it'll restore our honour.
I've never even heard of Soldier's Peak.
Well, no one's been to Soldier's Peak since Arland's days. At least none that's come back. I spent years mapping the maze of tunnels to the peak, and I found the way a few years back. So I went to Duncan, I did, and I said that he could reclaim the old base and my family could have its honour.
Why didn't Duncan help you?
Darkspawn surfaced in southern Ferelden, and Duncan got plenty busy recruiting new Wardens and meeting with good King Caelan. Duncan said he would help after the Battle of Ostagar. Said there might be useful things at the peak, but he never had the chance.
Let's go to Soldier's Peak.
1,000 blessings upon you, Warden. I'll mark down the location on your map. When you arrive, we'll pick our way through the tunnels together.
Well, no time like the present.
Yes.
And here we are, Soldier's Peak. Maker's breath. Look at the size of her. What a fortress. I told you the map would get us through the tunnels.
She's impressive, that's for certain.
It's just teeming with history. Can't you feel it? So, I'll follow you about, from a distance. This place has the stench of death.
Of course.
I expect there's trouble up ahead.
Soldier's Peak. Looks like it's seen better days. Better centuries, more like.
It doesn't look too bad.
Fall back! Fall back already!
Taking the peak will not be easy, my lord.
I gave the Wardens one chance to die with honor. Instead, they hole up like cowards. We follow the King's advice, then. Starve them out.
But the peak has months of supplies.
Then we wait. When they are too weak to lift their weapons, we will send them to their final judgment.
What was that? Felt a bit woozy there. I'm not mad, am I? You saw it too?
It was like a waking dream.
How's that possible? This place truly is haunted.
The veil is thin here. The Circle Tower was that way too.
The veil?
That's what separates us from the Fade and demons.
Demons? Thank Andraste you came, Warden. After you.
How did you come here last time and not see anything like this? Did you not walk inside then? Warden, you don't look in good shape, mate. Feels weird fighting dead wardens.
Another down.
Oh my god, there's tons of them.
Shall be done.
The men's morale is low. My spells are of no use in this matter, Commander.
There is more to leading men than sorcery, Avernus. I will remind them that they're wardens. Men, I won't lie to you. The situation is grim. Our forces outnumbered, our bellies empty, and our hearts are sagging. But we are wardens! Darkspawn flee when they hear our horns. Archdemons die when they taste our blades. So are we to bend knee to a mere human despot? No! I, for one, will never give up. I, for one, will never surrender just to dance on Arlen's gallows. So I propose here and now, in these hallowed halls where generations of our brethren stood vigil against darkspawn and evil, that we send a message to that fat bastard. In this sacred place, proud men, strong men stood defiant, and would rather die than submit to tyranny.
So brave, even when starving, and my great-great-grandmother stood with them.
It sounds like there is greatness in your blood.
Oh, well, that's kind of you to say. Generations of Drydens have said that our stock were lions. Fierce, proud, and noble. But I've gabbed enough. Lead on, my friend.
I like being called my friend and having nicknames. Nope, right. I look, my
Something you need, my dear?
I like being called my friend and other nicknames. Hey. This poster reads, "On these grounds, virtuous men stood against tyrants. They stood defiant and stood for freedom, and they died." It is signed by the Grey Warden defenders who were besieged by King Arlen's forces. Captain Mello, the Black Ferret, Chair Thrower Lopez, Sir Derek of Orlais, and Jason the Longbow. Alan the Quibbler, Cartography Mattia, David the Silent, Dustin the Colorblind, these bloody names! Ebengar of the Bovine Brethren, Farrell the Feral, Sir Graham the Untiring, and Jason Sands Les Argonauts. Langley the... Oh, these bloody names, for God's sake! Ugh. Langley the Nefarious. Langley the Nefarious. Lucky Lucona. Mad Dog Smeadows. Mad Dog Smeadows or Smeadows, whatever. Matthias the Bloody. MacGurk the Vile Priest. Melissa the Magical... That's a tongue twister. Melissa the Magical Malefica, the Stretched, and Packrat Dirksen. Sergeant Red Morrison, Santos the Silent Skimitar, Vitriolic Eric, Weak Eye Santos, and Wilburn the Exhaustive Fire. Those names were so horrendous to try and pronounce, I got most of them wrong, I know I have. What the hell names were they? What the hell? Literally, did they just get random words and letters and just smushed them together to make them? How the heck did anyone come up with names like that? I'm telling you, that was a nightmare to read. The amount of times I had to go over most of those names was a pain in the arse. Achievement Crusher. Ooh, nice.
Very well.
Well, this doesn't look dodgy.
Make them pay for every inch, men! Hold the flank! Avernus, we need you!
Nelatet Obrasuth Sifan Net Bekon.
Andraste's blood! What?
More Avernus! Whatever it takes!
Kegi A Ventosus Victos.
Press them! Press them now!
No! I command you, fight the king's men!
Fool. So much death, suffering, and oh yes, blood. The veil is torn now. Your soul is mine, Avernus.
Acolytes, retreat now. The battle is lost.
Avernus!
What just happened? Oh no, more fighting.
Of course it is.
The wardens summoned demons. Can't believe it. And my grandmother, she knew.
She didn't just know, she told him to. She was fighting for her life.
I believed that my family was better than that. But answers may lay up ahead.
Step no further, Warden. This one would speak with you.
Who or what are you?
This one is the Dryden, Commander, Sophia. All these things.
Grandmother?
You have slain many of the demon ilk to get here. This one would propose a deal.
Is anything of the real Sophia left inside you?
This one has tasted her memories, seen her thoughts and hidden places. But she is food for this one. No more, no less.
Levi, I'm afraid your great-great-grandmother is possessed.
That or she's really let herself go. My great-great-grandmother is dead. I don't know what that is.
And why should I trust a demon?
What is one woman-child compared to your might? Strike me down if my terms offend. A fool this one would be to betray the Warden.
I've had enough. Die, demon.
Fool!
I can't believe my great-great-grandmother was still alive. Well, sort of alive, sort of dead. I need a drink.
Well, if you can't handle that, being in my character's place, you'll be needing a drink every day. Hey, well, look, at least I've got a good spell.
Look there.
You know what? Let's have some fun. Let's have one archer each. First one to kill their archer wins. Oh no, you already beat yours. Ah, Sten won. Oh. Well, I came a close second. You coming, Win? Oh, I had a... Whoops.
I shall do it.
Oh, I've done this before, and it literally does F all for me, and I don't even use it, so I'm not gonna bother.
Very well.
I know I use it. There's no point. In real life, I would not drink that. I don't know what it is.
I hear you. Don't disrupt my concentration. Even now, the demons seek to replenish their numbers. Are you to thank for this welcomed but temporary imbalance?
The old warden mage? You're still alive?
Only just. I have only a short time left. Why are you here? What is your intent?
I want some answers.
To what questions, I wonder? Ask.
How have you survived these many years?
The Chantry foolishly forbids blood magic, but there are so many secrets to uncover. As my body decayed, I found ways to extend it. But that can only go so far.
Tell me about what happened here.
What use would storytelling serve? The tyrant Arland is long dead, as is all our noble co-conspirators and the Grand Rebellion. Sophia's corpse may walk and talk, but she, too, is no more.
Well, we made sure we finished that. How was Arland a tyrant?
He ruled with fear and poison, his treachery pit noble against noble in terrible battle. We thought him a monster. We gathered allies to rebel. But the toll of years has erased our failure, hasn't it? It seemed so pressing then, but the kingdom lives on.
So this is actually the real story of what happened in the rebellions with the Grey Wardens. They were disgraced and thrown out, but it wasn't their fault. They were actually going against the tyrant king. I think I'm in the favour of the Wardens. I mean, come on. I think if there's a tyrant, a leader anywhere, even today, they should be thrown out. Tyrants don't deserve to rule. What happened to the rebellion?
Too many mouths to quiet. Even sorcery can only go so far. So we met with Tyrn Kuzland. With him on our side, we had a chance of victory. Instead, the King's Guard ambushed us. Commander Dryden and I barely escaped.
Kuzland! He must be a family member of mine then. The Kuzlands almost rebelled? That's my family.
Is it? You lost many family members that day.
Oh, great.
I saw the Tyrn's head on the meeting table, with an apple in its mouth.
What the fuck?
Arland's butchers, no doubt, slaughtered enough Kuzlands to make them pliable.